Alright, let's be real for a second. Whatever happens to those characters in the MCU who are, well, not exactly heroes? I'm talking about Bucky, Yelena Belova, the Red Guardian. Characters with some serious baggage who have been through things the Avengers can't even imagine. Well, Marvel has finally given us an answer. They're putting them all on one team, the Thunderbolts. And you know, there was already a ton of debate around this movie. Some people were waiting for it as Marvel's most daring project, while others wrote it off in advance, saying it would just be a cheap knockoff of the Suicide Squad. So today, we're going to figure out, spoiler-free, of course, what this teen is all about, and most importantly, if it's worth your time. Let's get into it. So what's the movie about? In short, there's this very shady lady, Valentina, and she gathers up Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, Taskmaster, Ghost, and that new Captain America who's actually US agent. And she sends them to do the dirty work that someone like Tony Stark with his reputation would never be allowed to touch. Does that sound like a recipe for disaster? Oh yeah. But that's kind of the whole point. So who is this movie really for? Well, first off, this is an absolute gift for anyone who's a genuine fan of these specific characters. If you actually care about what's next for Bucky after his series, if you were seriously impressed by the sarcastic and formidable Yelena, if you want more Red Guardian, this movie is their moment to shine, their main event. On top of that, the real magic here is the team chemistry. Just imagine the banter of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but with the added twist that these people have zero trust in each other, and half of them have probably dreamt of getting rid of the other half. If you're here for the dialogue and the sparks that fly between characters, this is definitely your movie. And another huge plus is that the film finally brings us back down to earth. If you, like me, are feeling a little burnt out on all the multiverses and saving galaxies, then Thunderbolts is a breath of fresh air. It's more of a spy thriller, a personal drama where the stakes aren't the universe, but the souls of these specific characters. On the other hand, who might not enjoy this at all? If you're expecting classic noble heroes in shining armor, you've come to the wrong place. There are none here. This is a team of people who will lie, betray, and use questionable methods to get what they want. If that makes you uncomfortable, you're not going to have a good time. Another important point. If you don't really keep up with the MCU, you might struggle. I'm serious. The film heavily relies on you already knowing who these people are. Without that backstory, you risk not understanding half of their motivations, and they might just seem, well, a bit one-dimensional. And finally, let's be honest. If you're hoping that Marvel has suddenly reinvented itself and broken all its own rules, that's probably not going to happen. Yes, it'll be cool, it'll be dark, but it will still be a film made with that familiar Marvel formula. If you're already tired of that formula, to put it mildly, this movie is unlikely to be the cure. So, what's the bottom line? Thunderbolts isn't a film about saving the world. It's a film about a group therapy session with guns. It's a chance to see beloved, complicated characters take center stage. My verdict is, it's definitely worth watching if you're craving a dark team-up movie about broken people. And you can safely skip it if your soul demands nothing but heroic deeds and nobility. So, what do you think? Have you seen the movie and are ready to argue with me, or are you just planning to watch it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely interested to hear what you think. And of course, if this breakdown was helpful, you know the drill. Like and subscribe so you don't miss new videos. Thanks for being with me. See you next time.